Hello everybody, this is Patrick from hdRGB here. Today I am coming from the Fortress of Revitalization, which is basically just another word for went up north a little bit to get out of the city and relax. And what that means here is I'm basically just going to have some fun and talk about the little LCD PVM monitor I have and some PS2 stuff. And I've made videos about this before, so I will leave maybe some cards maybe up in the corner so you can check it out after this video. So make sure you watch the video to the end and see if the other videos would be of any interest to you. If this is your first time here, I do Phantasy Star online streams every Thursday at 9 p.m. So subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications so you know exactly when I drop a video. And it helps me so very, very much just to get those likes and go through the algorithm, and it allows me to know that you are enjoying the content. So do that. It takes a second of your time. It will really help me out. And yeah, let's have some fun here. So we're gonna run this video for about 8, 9, maybe 10 minutes, and just kind of go over some of the fun I've been having. And I will basically call this video, let's say, part of the Raw Dog Shoot series. And I say that because I usually have a like an arm that I clamp in there, and I can use my phone without shaking. But we're gonna have to do the wobble hand today because I left that back in the city and I was kicking myself over it. Because normally I'll hammer out a few videos, but unfortunately we're just gonna have to do the wobble. But let's just say thumbs up if you appreciate me trying to stabilize this camera as much as I can, because it's not easy. But I promise you this video is going to be a little fun, especially if you like the PS2. So I am mostly a Dreamcast, Sega heavy focus channel, but definitely love the PlayStation, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and that's just how we're rolling. So let's talk about it a little bit. So this is sort of like my portable setup, and how it works here is for the people that have seen my other videos with this monitor, this is an LCD PVM. It's the LM-9020, I believe is the name of it, and it's just a great little monitor. It is very good. It is very good for consoles that came out around the time, so like the early 2000s, and that's sort of the vibe we get here. Because LCD monitors, they have sync issues with older consoles that don't support the resolution of the monitor. Now, this monitor can do up to 1080i, so you can really, hook up a lot of cool things to it. But when you try to hook up like an old console, for example, an NES, or even a Saturn, they don't sync well, especially the Saturn when you have, resolution changes from the menu. For example, the opening FMV has one resolution, the menu when you push start has another resolution, and then the game itself has a third one. And these monitors have like what's called a feature that basically doesn't smoothly transition. It like kicks out of sync and kicks back into sync. And that can be annoying if you're going in and out of the menu a lot. Whereas when I hook up the PS2, the resolution is basically perfect for this thing, so we don't have any issues. So here's a monitor. We're just on the PS2 screen. There's my PS2, and I just have it nice and open. And I'm sort of just making this into like a portable gaming station. So you can see I have my power cable going in one direction. I have an extension cord going towards the back power there. And then that allows me to sort of just move this monitor around, put it wherever I want, and it's cool. I can take this outside if I want. I can play it on like the main big table, and I'm using a component cable, so that's how I have the signal running here. It makes it really, really nice. Component is really, really good, and if I want at night, for example, if I'm done using my my wired controller, and I have this like pretty nice yellow one, I will hook up my Logitech controller, which again, I will leave a card up here so you can check it out. And the wireless controller is great for things like RPGs, but when you're worried about a little bit of input lag, it is always nice to use a wired controller. So this is how I now play on the little monitor. At night, if I want to hook it up to the big screen, I will put the PlayStation over there. I will hook up the component cables to the TV, and then I will use my Logitech controller, my wireless one. So it's a good dual setup. It's perfect. And I permanently leave this monitor here, very small. It's like an 8-inch monitor. What time is it here? Okay, we're good. I use the 8-inch monitor here just because I have a few PVMs at home, and I never really gave this monitor the game time that it deserves, but here it's up north, it's slow internet, not much to do. There's a lot of things to do outside, but when we are done with having enough sun and having enough water, we come in and play some games, and I really, really like this setup. I can sit right in front of it. It's like the perfect screen. So I'm going to go over some of the games I have here and then go over quickly just the connection, and then we're going to try it out. So, you know what? Let's go over the connection first. So here's how the monitor looks. I'm running some monster component cables. They're monstrous. And as you can see here, I got the red, green, blue. And then I have the RCA audio that goes into just a little RCA to 3.5 millimeter connection. So let's just try to get out of the sun here. Maybe try to get right in here. So yeah, this monitor is really good for a lot of these connections. We got S-Video, the standard video lines, but I like to use RGB component. So really what I do is I just get a little, let's see if I can pull this out. Yeah, so a BNC to RCA adapter, right? Because obviously you can't hook up a straight in there. And then that's it. So you hook it up and then you get that really, really nice signal. And then here we have the 3.5 millimeter audio. So you just convert the RCA and then, multi-out back into the PlayStation. And the PlayStation's great because it does all that RGB signal. So we're having a great time with this. So that's it. So we are back to the front here. So let's take a look at some of the games I have and maybe boot one up and see what it looks like, because I can tell you that when I posted this video last time, not this video, but a video of this monitor, people were asking, where to get the monitor. And I realized, you see a cool monitor, you look at it up, that's just kind of how it is. I was fortunate enough to pick this monitor up for really cheap. I had very low expectations of it, and it kind of blew me out of the water. So if you can pick up, whether it's this model or any other model, I recommend it. It's fun. It's got all these cool front connections here. Not connections, sorry. You can adjust, the chroma, the brightness, phase, contrast, aperture, all those things. You have your different lines. And yes, this is a PVM, a professional video monitor, but it is an LCD. And that's sort of important because people kind of think PVMs are synonymous with CRTs, and they usually are, but they do have LCDs too, especially in the medical field. So I assume this was like a medical field test monitor. So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Is there anything you want to know about the monitor? Is there anything specifically you want me to show with the connections? Do you have something like this? How do you do your gaming? I like to separate my consoles with certain types of TVs that mesh well, and I found that the PS2 performs very admirably under these conditions. So let's go over some games I have, because that is always fun. So let's see if I can maybe stabilize. We're stable? Are we stable? Thumbs up if we're stable. I think we are. Okay. So first up, we got, let's see. Okay, I'm going to have to lift it back again. So we have Street Fighter EX3. So I picked this game up recently. I realized this was a launch edition for the PS2, and now that I think about it, I remember it being a launch title. And I'm really curious to kind of play it, get good at it. I don't know, I just had this binge where I wanted to play some other Street Fighter games, and it's a cool 3D game. So that's fun. Then obviously we have Suikoden 3. So I'm almost at the end of this. I'm towards the end of the chapters. The game is separated into chapters. I have another video about this, so I will try to link that. And yeah, I'm pretty much done all the chapters in this game. So it's a lot of fun. I love the RPG elements. The more I play this game, the more I like it. Whereas in the beginning, I had a very difficult time getting into it. There was things I didn't like about the game that were kind of hard to get over, namely the weapon upgrades, the way the spells were. It just seemed like I wasn't really getting anywhere. And then finally, something clicked with me, and it really had to do with the story and the music. It really sucked me in. So I would say play that. Great game, great game. Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution. So people say that Virtua Fighter 4 is the best fighter on the console, and I would probably agree with them. I mean, there's a lot of good ones. Obviously, you got your Marvel vs. Capcoms, your Capcom vs. SNK, but those games were all released for other systems. Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, I think at the time, was an exclusive to the PlayStation, came out after the arcade. Now, I'm not a big greatest hits fan. However, this Evolution only came out as a greatest hit, so when I was looking at the copies of it, I realized this was the only one, so I picked it up. And I have the original Virtua Fighter 2, so yeah, yeah, just massively upgraded. Lots of fun. Comment below if you guys want to see me do a live stream of any of these games. And again, Thursdays at 9 p.m. I have the Phantasy Star on the Dreamcast. That's sort of where my passion is, but I wouldn't mind doing something for this too. So, one of my favorite RPG series, Breath of Fire. This one was, the last one in the series. Probably went in an odd direction. A lot of people didn't like it. I haven't played it. I want to keep an open mind and realize that I'm probably not going to get the nostalgic bug, seeing as A, I haven't played it, and B, my love is really for Breath of Fire 3. But I'm going to play that game. We're going to figure it out. And then the Mega Man collection. Mega Man is always released, re-released, and re-re-released. So you can get this on the Switch and the PS4 and all that stuff now. I think it's the Legacy collection. Man, I don't even know. I just like playing Mega Man. And I really like how this Mega Man performs on the PS2. So my friend John and I, we played this over the weekend. We beat Mega Man 1, and we're probably going to move on to Mega Man 2. And that's a lot of fun. And actually, right now I'm playing Mega Man X3 for the Saturn, which is a whole lot of fun. And then we got the Dragon Ball Z, Super Dragon Ball Z. Now, I don't know much about this game, but I heard that this was developed by one of the people behind Street Fighter 2. So it plays differently than like the Budokai Tenkaichi series. In other words, it's more of a comparable 1v1 fighter that I think requires a little bit of skill to play versus, maybe button mashing or something like this. The downside of this game is it doesn't have a very big roster of characters, but I kind of like just being specific and playing it as best as we could with the best skill. So if it's more skill heavy, then I'm definitely down for that. So before I end this video, I'm going to pop in this copy of EX3. We're going to open it up and just see how the monitor boots it. And then perhaps I will make another video, a follow-up video, and just focusing more on how this works. So we're going to pop it in. Let's see how that looks. We're going to do it the old sideways. We're going to hit that magical button. And the PlayStation 2 is PlayStationing. You got to have the PlayStation 2 PlayStationing. It's always PlayStationing. It's fun when it's PlayStation. So we're going to turn the volume up a little bit. And we're just going to boot this sucker up. We're going to watch the intro, and then we're going to call it a good day. And it just, pay attention to how it smoothly loads everything up. And it doesn't, when this pops up, it means it's changing the resolution. So this won't happen too many times, which is really, really nice. Error, no data found. That's okay. We don't need any data. We just want the game to run smoothly and operate in a fantastic level. The classic Capcom. So what do you guys want to see? More screen? I'll show you more screen. Thumbs up for more screen. Again, make sure to check out the other videos I made about this monitor. I'm going to maybe do a few more. I always have fun with this. And it's just, the colors are great. Component is a really nice signal. Ryu looks pretty funny, eh? With Ken. So we're just going to hit start, look at the main menu, and there it is. I would say that is a phenomenal picture. You zoom in, there's no blurriness to it, it's not composite, so there's no jagged edges or anything like that. It just looks clean and under control. So anyways, guys, that is it for the video. I've been doing so many streams lately that I haven't posted an actual video, so thank you for watching this raw dog footage. I appreciate everybody's time. Check me out, subscribe to the channel, and come back for more, as it's all about retro gaming here. All about hdRGB enterprises, hdRGB consoles, and hdRGB entertainment here for you. Patrick from hdRGB. See you later, guys. Have a good day.